Okay, my voice is not good. It's taken a real hit, partially sick, but mostly at seminars over the weekend, yelling, making lots of noise. The rooms were filled, did 2 of them, each with about 50 people. It was great, fantastic, but bear with me today. We are talking about ways you can improve your fighting skills in 2024, aside from just showing up and putting in the hard work. The very first way that you can improve your skill set in 2024 is be subscribed to the channel, okay? I know that feels like I'm plugging my own channel, but the amount of times I have people telling me how much I'm improving their skill set through the content, if you're not subscribed, you're missing out. And I have stuff over on my Instagram too, so make sure you check that out and get me followed there. The next thing you need to be doing in 2024 to get that skill set up there is figure out what your weaknesses are. Example, years and years ago, my kicks were my strength. I could flick them up, I could throw them all over the place, and my dad came to me and said, we need to get you in at the boxing gym, you need to go and do rounds. My skill level jumped. I did not like going. I hated those nights because I went and sometimes I would get beat up, but if you assess your weaknesses and then you go, okay, here's the solution, and it's uncomfortable, but I'm willing to do it, you are going to dramatically improve. You just have to be realistic about what your actual weaknesses are. And it's very easy to do. Go spar and figure out, where do I hate being? And that'll tell you everything you need to know. The next thing which you should be doing, and this one's fun, is watch lots of fights. The more you watch, the more you learn. The more you learn and you see people execute things, the more you're willing to try them and challenge yourself. And watching fights, I think, is a big reason I was able to jump my skill level from sort of that mid-tier amateur level up to the highest pro level, essentially without a coach. Yes, I've had people in my corner, my brother's there, I got a pad holder, but not somebody telling me what to do day in and day out, helping me always improve my technique. I did it by watching others. The reality of this sport, any fight sport, is your body is going to take so much abuse. And if you are not on top of recovery, you're not possibly going to reach your highest level. So 2024, get after the recovery. Don't be lazy on it. Stretching, proper supplements, stuff like ice baths, red light saunas, proper sleep, all that kind of stuff is going to make it so much easier when you go in the gym to give a really high percentage of your energy to really push, and therefore you will improve. The recovery is not as fun, it's not as exciting, but it is just as important as everything else. Put time into improving your defense. When we go to the gym, it's usually we're hitting, probably 90% hitting, until we get to sparring and we realize, oh, this is more 50-50 in terms of offense, defense. And you might go, well, Gabriel, I don't always have access to a partner. There's not always somebody there to throw at me, therefore I can't work on my defense. No, add defense into your bag work, add defense into your shadow boxing. You're moving around, you throw some shots, you work. You're on the outside, scoop, and then you counter with your low kick. You get back to some blocking, some slipping, you throw in between. If you're not doing your defense, you're not giving yourself as much room to grow as you should be. And remember, I have a defense course coming out fairly soon, and that'll help you so much understand what you should be doing, how you can train it, how you're going to improve and get that defense up to a high level where you can just stand in there and spar and have no real concerns about people throwing at you. Well, not no real concerns, but much less than you have right now. In 2024, get out there and do some cross training. In my mind, it really only needs to be, unless you're fighting professionally, it only needs to be 15 to 30 minutes twice a week. And you might go, well, that's not much. But if you're like, oh, I'm gonna do running or Aerodyne bike, or like one of those rogue bikes, the assault bike, something like that, really all you need is 5 minutes to warm up, just a little warm up, and then you just kind of ramp the pace up to get to kind of like that 100%. That can take 7 minutes. Within 7 minutes, I can be like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then you push hard for somewhere between 7 to 20 minutes, and you're done. And your cardio is going to spike up in ways that you didn't know were possible, because yes, you're training martial arts, but now you have this other element, and just the two of them combined makes you so much stronger. And you guys know I'm all about the sprints. sprint routines to get that cardio up. That's how you make things happen fast. You don't have to worry about going out and doing an hour jog. You get out there, you sprint, you jog, you sprint, you jog, you sprint, you jog, maybe 50, 60 meters. You do that something like 12 times, you're gonna have your heart rate up, and that can be enough. One more tip for 2024, do a realistic assessment of how much did my skills improve in 2023? And if you feel like they didn't jump as much as you want, run through why. In my opinion, if your skills are not increasing a lot, you need to do a quick check and make sure, is my gym and my coach giving me everything I want? I get a lot of messages through email or Instagram, or a lot of people booking Zoom privates where they say, look, here's the situation, here's what I'm doing. My coach isn't doing this and this and this and this. In the classes, we're not doing this and this and this and this. Am I getting enough? And I have to tell them, no, unfortunately you're not. And maybe it's time to branch out and find somewhere else to train. Be realistic. If your skills did not improve a lot last year, part of it is you, of course, but the other part is the coach and the gym and the environment and maybe not giving you what you need. And it is okay to go out there and search for other gyms, or at least go and train at other gyms occasionally. I think gym hopping is okay. You stand your ground, you have your home base, but maybe on Friday you go over to this gym and you come back here the rest of the week, and then next Friday you go to this gym. If your coach is not okay with you occasionally going to other gyms to improve your skill set, I think that's a big mistake on their part. They're being too possessive, and they need to be, okay, yeah, you can go and try other gyms and you'll come back to mine because I'm the best, and you'll realize that after a while. But yes, go and try. That should be their mindset. So that's everything, guys. 2024, you take all the tips I gave you today, put them into place, and you will improve. I will hopefully be back here tomorrow, the day after, able to give you better episodes because my voice is not on the brink of collapsing. So until then, guys, train hard. I will see you back here very soon.